ladies and gentlemen, Captain Shack here, and welcome back to the Remake Mod, continuing to explore the Imperial ships. If you don't know what the Remake Mod is, well, it's a total conversion of Empire at War, Forces of Corruption. You can find it over on Steam or GOG, and it updates it. It basically remakes the entire game. Now, it is focused, and I see these comments all the time, and I try to say this at the beginning. It is focused. This is the new release. This came out on Christmas Day, but this is a complete rework of just the space portion. There is no ground battles. They've actually been pulled out of the game because he hasn't had a chance to work on those yet. You know, this is a volunteer team. It's mostly one guy working on this. I'll put a link to his YouTube channel and the mod itself in the description. You can subscribe on this on Steam now. People have been asking about that a lot, so it's really easy to install, though even the ModDB version is super easy to install if you want to use that. It's what I'm using here. Literally drag and drop into a folder and launch it, and you're good to go. But we're exploring the Empire, and we're building all the ships and checking out the new models. This remake is gorgeous. I'm so happy for the mod author too, because it's been getting a lot of attention. We are over on Twitch if you see some pop-ups coming up. But it's getting a lot of attention outside of just the Empire War community, and that's fantastic. More people are coming back and playing this classic game. I love it. So where we left off, we actually managed to get to the last tech level. I'll go ahead and unpause it so we can get some income coming in. We built up a fleet over Quat shipyards, and we're slowly building up the ability to build larger ships there, hoping to get some properly silly-sized Star Destroyers. Let's go ahead and get another space station. Saving up some heavy cash so we can drop it on some I want to get like a Super Star Destroyer, things like that. Corulag was our main production area. Are we maxed out on cap? We're build cap popped right now.
Construction complete.
Yeah. If I remember right, it's space stations that give you more build cap in the base game. I'm so used to playing Awakening of the Rebellion. I think that changes how it works. Or it's based on planets. No, it's based on planets. It's been so long. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a little bit of territory. I think we need to expand our reach. Thrawn has his own fleet over here, which needs a little bit more loving. I mean, he does have a Secular. I added a Secular's the large carrier for the Clone Wars. Governed Gaming, thank you for the Twitch Prime, by the way. Love it. Thank you for the support.
Construction complete.
Oh, Veda. What are we gonna do with you? Well, we're gonna put a Venator in your Pathfinder spot as the first one that comes out of hyperspace, and then we're gonna go smack the crap out of Manaan.
Right away.
Let's get into a fight. What are we building over here? Oh, Star Destroyers. Yeah, we got Imperial 1s coming off the line, finally. Do we have Imperial 2s?
Tactical battle imminent.
Get some more of those. We don't have proper Star Destroyers. So Manaan has been building up a little bit. They've got Tabana gas platforms here, so the rebels are pulling in some resources. Can't have that. Oh. Yeah, he's got a lot of like what would you call it, super capitals in this from a variety of eras. Like like I said, the Seculars in here from the Clone Wars. Let's just take a moment and watch this Venator launch all its fighters. I love how large the squadrons are too. I think the best feeling fighter combat right now is in the remake mod, because the squadrons last long enough for you to actually respond and do something. They're not just like instant give. And that's kind of how they are with the rest of the mods out there. Every mod has its strengths. This one is visually, amazing.
Weapons online.
Everybody's got their own touch. All right, let's roll out. We're gonna get a little bit closer, and then we'll bring the fleet in. So yeah, take up escort positions, Ox, with your city gunner's seat in the back. See, the cockpit's actually glowing. Ah, there's the Venator in the side. Let me see if I can rotate the camera. Nope, going too fast. If you've never used the cinematic camera in this, it's a little weird. If the vessel that you're following goes a certain speed, you're unable to rotate the camera around it. It's like outrunning your camera. It's bizarre. Absolutely bizarre, but it's true. Happy New Year, Star Killer. Appreciate it. Appreciate the resub, the tier 1. All right, the Venator is getting close enough that I feel confident in bringing in the rest of the fleet. Let's cause a little bit of havoc. Do we have a Star Destroyer here? Not really. We got a battlecruiser.
Navigating to coordinates.
I like this ship a lot, but it has no anti-fighter support. It's just a bunch of heavy guns. Quad turbo lasers in the top. You know, this would be a fun... What is this? Well, this is extended universe, right? This comes out of one of the comics. My chat might know, or maybe you guys in the comment section for YouTube would know. Where does this particular battlecruiser come from? Let's see, a medium Star Destroyer, also known as the Pocket Destroyer. The Crusader. I think that's how you say it. I've been running this tabletop game for my players for a long time. Let me bring in the rest of the Venators here. We'll get a fight going. Actually, we're probably going to just throw these Venators into the fight, since these are the trade versions. Here comes the massive wave of enemy rebel fighters. Let's go ahead and get you guys dispatched. I'm going to bring you around, Venators. Let's get your fighters engaging. We really do need to bring in some kind of carrier and maybe missile support to start chewing through them. So we'll bring in 2 Venators. Venators? No. Victory classes. I word speak good.
Bombers standing by.
Bombers.
Engines
Hold back. Ooh, we can try out these TIE variants that I talked a little bit of crap about in the last episode. We're also bringing some aces. Hey, Vader, you're in your fighter.
That is the system.
That is the system. Bring in. What are you missing? I wonder if this is a version mismatch with my save. I did update. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Now I'm curious. All right, Piet, come in to lead the fleet from behind. Oh man, are you the guys are you the versions that have ships with you? Quad turbo laser instead of a single more powerful shield generator. All right, let's bring in the gladiators. We'll have a bit more fighter support. We'll go heavy fighters on this, so just a full wing of gladiator carriers in the back. There we go. Bring in the missing. I don't think I'm gonna bring in the missing. It's
TIE interceptor.
What if it crashes the game or something? As soon as they come out of hyperspace, it's just concussion missiles for days. Get wrecked as the other battle cruiser starts slowly kind of coming around. Pocket destroyer, excuse me. Look at the fuzzball of fighters in there. Gorgeous. What do you guys got for me? All right, now what we'll do is we'll grab up all the bombers. We'll have you guys go ahead. All of the TIEs. I feel pretty confident we've won this battle for the fighter fight, so we're going to bring all TIEs, let every other variant stay there. All the aces can stay there and hunt them down, but the rest of the TIEs, focus your attack on the enemy starbase. You can see the bombers already hitting. Their torpedoes raining down on the base and from every direction. The TIEs aren't going to be able to do much against it unless the shields are already down. It might be. To celebrate the new year, when we were I was GMing my Star Wars game yesterday, actually, and we ran it all day long, right? So we did an all-day RPG game, and we left it on a cliffhanger. We got an MC-80 coming in from the top of the map. It's got a lot of shields, so let's go for stuff that can pierce shields. Gonna bring around all of the victory classes so they can focus their fire. We'll bring in a couple of acclimators for those sweet extra missiles that they've got. And I want to make sure he doesn't leave, so we're going to bring in an interdictor in the back.
Intercepting.
Yep, feel good about that. Oh, get wrecked. How are we doing back there? Bombers are getting work done slowly but surely. The shield is still up. That's a little concerning. Let's grab our TIE bombers. Focus on the shield generator. You two fighters. Grab you up. Keep focusing on the enemy fighters. How's that MC doing? Still, see, this is why you got to go for the subsystems. The shields on the MCs, man. They're down now, though.
Ready for your orders.
Let me get the entire fleet. Focus fire on that cruiser. Actually, entire fleet. Focus fire on that cruiser and go ahead and give me a strike.
Prepare to die.
I've got him.
Blah, blah. All right, there it goes. Come on, Cal ship is down. The shields are still up. Starbase shields are still online. Let's bring the entire fleet forward and get you into firing range. Oh man. Empire War pathfinding. That's probably the best we're gonna get. Let's take a look at these gladiators for a moment, while the rest of the fleet moves into firing position. It's such a cool ship because of the amount of hangars. And it kind of has that like Falcon, that weird Falcon fork in the front, where they normally have maybe the snub-nosed fighter or an escape pod. Whoop! There's the wreckage of that MC that just detonated. The rest of the fleet is moving forward now. Wolfman, thank you for the Twitch Prime. I appreciate it. Morning, Shaq. Hope you had a happy holidays and look forward to more great content this year. I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, well, I'm back for sure. Yeah, we got big plans this year. The victory classes. Now, they still have fighters in the field. We must have hundreds of ties, literally hundreds on map, on screen right now.
I've got it.
Yep, I think the station just exploded. Or at least the Debana gas platform did. That might have been what that was in the background. Station is gone. Oh, no. Crap. The fleet commander
Your
forgot to give the order.
orders. Gravity well generators
Engage
online.
the gravity well generator. Bring it online. I want nothing escaping the system. I can't actually see the gravity well unless it's... Ah, there it goes. It takes a minute. You can actually see it. I kind of dig this more than I like the idea. One of the things in the lore was like, oh yeah, the gravity well generator just tricks the astrogation computers into believing that I don't know what
Your
they've got left
command,
here.
sir.
What do they have
What
left?
is your order?
That there's a gravity well somewhere and it pulls people out of hyperspace because it shuts down their engine. I like the idea that you can actually see the gravity effect. Like this thing is literally making a gigantic gravity field. It's far cooler. And that effect is awesome. I wonder if this is his take from like when they used it in Rebels or if this is from like a comic book version. I really like this effect. Anyways, I've ordered all of the fighters in the squadron, in every squadron, to start searching for the enemy. We have found them. But for whatever reason, they ran off. There's a couple of A-Wing elements back here. No, it's an X-Wing squadron. Yeah. Take them down. I was trying to read what they say about the X-Wing. We should do this same kind of series, but we should do it about the Rebel Alliance next.
Setting
Get
up
in and
my
try out all of
routing,
their
sir.
ships. Jack, you could do another modded Stellaris series. Eventually, yeah. What I play, I have no idea. I didn't want them to escape, but I think I might just go ahead and shut it down.
I'm here.
Allow them to escape this time. Yeah, I'm gonna allow it. It's just a few fighters.
Awaiting orders. Copy. I copy.
Because they haven't added in that
Bombs away.
update yet. It's gonna make it so you don't have to kill every fighter. That's not how you win. What is over here? Oh. Just a few squadrons of X-Wings. There they go. Now they're retreating. And I'll go ahead and speed up time. Let those dogfights go on. Oh, there goes one squadron. Second squadron's being engaged, and they're down. I think the background's broken. It's not broken if you're watching on a cell phone. It means that the resolution is so low that you can't see the stars. There's the victory. Took out a few Z-95 squadrons, A-Wings, Y-Wings, CR-90s. Okay. Really, it was the Debana gas trading depot that we wanted to knock out.
Control achieved.
And there's no ground invasions. That's right. So we don't have to worry. I was just thinking, like, where's my ground army? Playing a lot of Awakening of the Rebellion. If you guys didn't know, speaking of mod news for Empire at War, Thrawn's Revenge just had a major update. So that's out now. And the word is that their Clone Wars mod is supposed to be getting a major update soon as well. So I'm hoping to get with Corey and play a little bit of that. I mean, they've been doing a fantastic job. And I'm getting, man, because of Disney Plus, I've been watching all the Star Wars stuff. And I'm kind of down I'm down for some Clone Wars battles. All right, so we moved, what do we move over here? Star Destroyer?
Tactical
Imperial
battle
1, yeah.
imminent.
Can we auto-resolve you? Are you just a Debana gas? Yeah. All right, I'll take that. I lost the Tartan patrol cruiser for that.
System
Yeah.
control achieved.
Tartan patrol cruisers, they're probably the lamest ship in the Empire. Not from like effective standpoint, but from a design standpoint, they just don't look cool. Let's see what we got here. When you could use like an acclimator, you know, or an Arquintans for the same job as this like light support ship. I know they're different in what they're good at, but I don't know. I've never really liked the design on this ship. It just doesn't look Imperial to me. Looks too rounded, too Moncal, not square enough. Now the Vigil, yes, fan design, but fantastic, way better than this. I think they pulled this out of a comic originally. I think it was mentioned once. Actually, I think it was mentioned once in the movies. All right, let's get... Rendell's got capital ship production capability, but... Do these not work? Oh, these don't work. It's 10 times. I wonder if they're just broken in my game or just generally. Oh, maybe you have to have it on paused. Yeah, you have to have it on paused. That's what it is. Oh, there we go. Imperial 1s, Imperial 2s. Yes, please. Fighters and corvettes, frigates, capital ships, space stations, and freighters.
System lost.
Quat, how are you doing? Can we get more?
Construction
Hey,
complete.
you finished your thing. What do I get? What do I want to build here? Basically want to build all of the things, so I'm going through everything. Oh,
Star
man.
Destroyer reporting in.
Dominator class. We don't have the build cap for this. Well, that means we need to go out and conquer more territory, obviously. We just lose Manaan.
On my way.
You fools.
Building started.
Go back to Manaan. Claim it again. See, there's a proper fleet there.
System control achieved.
And I will send you the next Star Destroyer that comes off the line.
Moving to coordinates.
Maybe the next two. And let's get this space station built up so they can't just go in and backdoor us again like they did. Join with Thrawn. And, oh, do I want to hit Ord Mantell? Probably not ready for that yet. Where do we want to build up?
Constructing.
More star bases everywhere. Oh, hello, our camera facility. Ah, what do we need? 76. All right, we've got to
Star
expand.
Destroyer reporting in.
What do we got? Corulag. So, the enemy fleet is approaching Corulag. They're going to hit us hard. Reinforcements are not going to be able to get there in time. But if the enemy fleet is there, we can go for Onderon.
Moving to that location.
Hopefully that's their only fleet in kind of this zone. I doubt it. Bestine, get another
Building
space station.
started.
I can't risk losing any more of these planets. We need to get our build cap up. How big of a fleet is the Rebels sending after us? Oh, God. 5 Providence? What is this fleet? What is this Clone Wars fleet? Fortressa, formerly a freighter turned battleship of the tumultuous Clone Wars. The Fortressa, like many of its kind, were sold in the nationalization of Trade Federation Megacorp. Now, in the hands of the Rebel Alliance, the ship boasts a complement of 100 X-Wing squadrons. Good grief. Yeah, this was like a mobile training base, if I remember the lore right. They used this to train X-Wing pilots because they could, bamf out of the town, anywhere they wanted with it. It's a gigantic mobile base. This is ridiculous, though. I can't imagine the Rebels actually using that. How would you even maintain it? Unless they never moved it. Like, they stuck it someplace and they just used it as a space station. 100 X-Wing squadrons, right? So how many X-Wings are in a squadron, probably? Anybody want to do the math on that? 4 or 5, right? 4 or 5, 2 squadrons to a wing or so, or is it 12? It depends. Yeah, I don't know. It depends on how you see a squadron, I guess.
Yes, Commander.
Because ties are totally different. They throw so many freaking ties into a squadron. So we do have, the first time I think we've used this on the galactic map, we have our secular carrier. It's not going to take a lot of hits, though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the secular back
On our way.
a bit.
Heading
A wee
for
bit.
coordinates.
What I really want you to do is swing all the way around.
Once.
So I can just like,
Throttle at full.
all right. Yeah, look at that
Star
blazing
Cruiser
speed right there.
reporting.
We do have Thrawn. That's a thing.
Star Destroyer standing by.
How many? These
Star
are
Destroyer
ISD-1s?
reporting in.
ISD-1,
Yes, Commander.
ISD-1, and you're the free ISD.
Awaiting orders.
Ooh, you're taking point.
Moving to
Basically, he's the sector defense. I always thought of these free units in all the mods that use them when they come with the space station based on their upgrade. Look at all those ties. If they didn't have that little glow to them, you wouldn't be able to see them. Hundreds on screen of TIE fighters down there. Man. Come on, Disney.
located the
They gotta
enemy.
be seeing how popular this mod is, right? And they gotta be like, hold my beer and let's make something better. Something crazier or moddable. I don't know if they'd be able to pull it off, but I'd love to see them try. Come on, Star Destroyer. I really need... I know you're
Station damaged.
slow. So very slow.
Awaiting command.
All right, let's get a full run. Everything we've got
Target
at
the lasers.
first target. First target, destroy Dreadnought.
deployed.
Let's kill these Dreadnoughts before they even get into firing range.
Awaiting your command.
Orders.
Ties.
Commencing
Yeah,
attack
ties just
run.
break off. I'm going to give you attack move orders.
Changing
Let's come over here,
course to
engage any
intercept.
fighter that kind of comes in front of you.
They're hitting us.
And so the gigantic battle begins.
Falling out of formation. Draw their fire. Coming around.
I've got them in my sights.
Stream's talking about the formation of a squadron in the Rebel Alliance, and now I'm kind of curious. So you've got an element which is a main pilot, a main fighter, and its wingman, right? So that's 2, and then oh, here we go. There we go. Nyx Manus has got us. I was just reading this recently. Each squadron is broken down into 3 flights of 4 vessels each. Okay, so they broke them down into flights. With each flight, they split into 2 elements, 2 fighters each. There we go. And 1 leader and 1 wingman. With Rebels, a full wing is at least... Good grief. Nice. So that's about 1,200 fighters. The scale in Star Wars is nuts. I mean, it's not like Warhammer crazy, but it's pretty out there.
Thrawn reporting.
I've got them in my sights.
I've got my approach vector.
All right, all bombers. Let's go after the Providence. Its weak point is probably going to be the tower-based shield generator. It's not the squadron I was trying to follow into battle. Neither is that one. There are so many fighters, I can't click the right one. All right, the bombers are inbound on the Providence. See if we can take the shield generator out, and then I can start focusing fire. We do need to actually kill these ships.
Engaging the
No, no, I don't want you to swing around like that, but I do want you to overload your weapons.
maximum firepower.
Excellent shot.
Commander, they're hitting
Admiral
us.
Thrawn
Ugh,
reporting.
man, all right. We gotta have to bring the Secutor up to take a little bit of the damage for us. I hate to do it. What's your actual health, comparatively? So you've got a max speed of 3. I'm not feeling a 3 right now. Look at it move. Shield strength of 30,000. So a victory class is sitting at a shield strength, for comparison's sake,
Falling out of formation.
of... where is it on this list?
Thrusters at maximum.
He doesn't have it on this
Day
one.
is gone.
Formation.
Oh, because it's a hero.
Strong resistance.
Activating energy flux. Holding fire for maximum effect.
Go for the shield generator on that, Thrawn.
Fire on the shield
Let me start pulling you back.
Of
I'm going to
course.
pull you through the battle to pull you back, so you're probably not going to make it.
Your command, sir.
Blasted nerf herders.
Blasted nerf herders, really? Is that what we say?
Attack pattern.
How you doing over here for damage?
Thrusters
We've
at
got them on
maximum.
scope.
Yeah, go after the hanger on it.
Formation.
And then I'm going to switch you over to the medium torpedo launcher.
I've got one on me.
What is it
Oh,
you
the
want?
Venators are going to wreck us.
Enemies incoming. Coming around. Taking fire. No good.
Secutor, how you doing? We're dividing our fire up too much.
Commander.
Keep your eyes open.
Put your fire right here.
Commander, they're hitting us.
Space station, if you got anything left in you.
Here's the laser cannon. Go.
Well, you're close enough. You might as well take out his... I can click it. There we go. Go for the protons.
I need to break.
Knock those out so they can stop doing subsystem damage. I think you're the only one over here. Well, you've got them
Our
too.
launch bay is destroyed.
I've got them in my sights.
Come on. You can do this. Take it out.
Falling out of formation.
Reporting in.
Don't mess with the Star Destroyer, man.
Firepower.
In the middle of this fight,
Draw their fire.
Those
Can you take his
torpedo
protons
launchers
out?
Must be destroyed.
maybe. He's got the heavy cannons. He's got the range. Reach out and smack him. Come on, I need those torpedoes down. So they stop doing subsystem damage in the secondary. Ah, his shields are gonna fail soon anyways. Almost got it.
Intercepting. I've got
Attack formation.
Don't want that torpedo surviving any longer. There you go. Nicely done. This is a lost cause.
Ready
I
for
think
the
the... they have more reinforcements too because they've got more of those ships.
Attack.
Enemies in range.
We will watch this battle in its glory as the Secutor, one of the last Secutors from the Clone Wars. Because I don't think the Empire continued to build these. I think they just had the stock from the Clone Wars toward the end. Time to retreat. Well, here's the deal. Thrawn
Ready to
has
my
almost
skills?
no engines left.
Reporting in.
They're coming in.
So I don't think we're going to fall back. And I don't think... I'm kind of curious. Let's find out what happens. Full retreat. Let's see what makes it out. Thrawn, how are you doing?
taking fire.
9 seconds.
They're hitting us.
8, 7. Incoming ion rounds on Thrawn. 4, 3. Oh no! Torpedoes came out of nowhere. I think the Providence. Oh, the Secutor still got away. The chains of like fire behind it as it runs.
I need to break off.
Fun times. Thrawn planned for this loss. It's all part of his grand plan. Okay, now we get to find out how they've balanced out heroes in this, because I'm a bit
System
curious.
lost.
Are they rebuildable? Are they gone forever? Or do they they respawn? They're on a timer. Yep. Okay. I'm of two minds with this system. Some people like this and some people don't. I'm gonna auto-resolve that fight.
System conquered.
Vader made it. Let's go after the Hapes next.
Heading in that direction.
Onderon is getting a space station as soon as I can put one on there.
Constructing.
Manaan, you're still building yours. Auto-resolve, we're kind of just gonna wreck through and come up behind that fleet
Right
that
away.
took over Corulag. Yeah, we're gonna go after it after we hit my cure. All right, what else do we need to build? More space stations.
Construction.
Now, you will
Construction
notice our build cap's gone down. I'm not saying the Emperor threw Thrawn to his death for no particular reason. What's Archammer? But that fleet was defeated, isn't it? Oh yeah, the Secular made it out. Only the Secular made it out. Really? Okay. I thought I saw more in that retreat than just one ship. I swear I saw. Oh, you know what it was? It was the free Star Destroyer that was jumping too. That's what it was. You don't get to keep that.
Tactical battle imminent.
Really? They don't have a fleet here either. I thought they would have fallen back from Corulag after they took it. Really? My TIE defenders
Planetary
died.
Control achieved.
I'm gonna call BS.
Constructing.
All right, let's get into a proper
Heading out.
fight. Hopefully the rebels are still there and we can get our sweet, sweet vengeance. Still can't build. Archammer, even with the losses.
Construction complete. Building started.
We're gonna have to build up some more space stations.
Building under construction.
Yeah. What are, so you guys Seculars, you got this. The Dominator class.
Construction
ISD2s?
complete.
Yeah, all right.
Construction
Fondor can
complete.
build us ISD2s. Which we haven't built any yet.
Tactical battle imminent.
That one. Archammer facility. Let me read this description to y'all so you know why I'm excited about this. The gargantuan factory ship commanded by General Rom Mach. The Archammer can produce dark troopers on the planet it orbits and reduces build costs of all ground units by 25%. We don't have to worry about dark troopers because there's no ground combat at the moment. And build time by 9% thanks to the Archammer's massive onboard factories. In battle, the Hammer can produce endless squadrons of TIEs, but is lightly armored and has to stay in the back line. Yeah, so you don't get a lot of health for it, but it never stops. Oh, how you doing, Rebels? How you doing? Oh, they left just that donut. Luker Hulk. Or Looser Hulk. If you're weird like me and say it that way. Starmex, thank you for the tier 1. Appreciate it. For the Empire. The ones that fought for the people and not the power. Basically, mostly the legends. Eh. Eh.
I am waiting.
You gotta embrace the Empire.
What do you wish?
You gotta embrace all the dark sides. It's all evil. It's all evil.
Ready for orders, sir.
We're rolling. Look at that. That's my freaking screenshot right there. That, I like that. That right there is gonna be the thumbnail when this video goes out on YouTube. It's all rebel propaganda. Sure, yeah, sure.
TIE squadron standing by.
Bomber standing by. Bomber squadron reporting.
All right, bombers, let's go. We want to make sure that that rebel training base, the Fortressa, doesn't make it out.
There they are! Blast them!
It's also
Ready
going to
for
be a
battle.
crap ton of fighters coming out of that thing, you would think.
Acquiring
They're droids. Are you just a normal Luger Hulk, or are you the actual? No, you're just a normal version of it. All right.
Target
All right,
locked.
fighters are inbound.
Eliminating
What's better,
target.
droid fighter
target locked.
or a TIE fighter?
Excellent shot.
Where'd he go?
No, better question. What's cheaper?
Nowhere to run. Ready for orders. Bomber.
Because if you
targeted.
compare two ships that were designed to literally be cheap, inexpensive, and thrown at the wall,
Interceptor squad reporting.
it's an act of futility.
Awaiting your
But,
command.
oh god, you were not supposed to be. You stay here, open up with full cannons. You run!
We're on the move.
Interdictor, I didn't realize you were on that side of the fleet. Oops.
Go after this
Damn it, no, I don't want the fighters. I want the interdictor.
another
Run, interdictor!
victim. Quick.
As the rest of the fleet just pounds away on it. Let's get you out of firing range and then we'll set you up. So they can't escape. The droid fighters, probably? I don't think the droid fighters would be cheaper.
Weapons
Like, think
ready.
about it for a second, right?
Orders, sir.
I think
Attacking
ties
the
would be
lasers.
cheaper. Because of the Empire's ability to train pilots so fast in such quantities, and the fact that you wouldn't have to have a droid brain. All you'd need is flight control system, which the droids have to have as well. Cut out the droid portion of it, slap in a relatively, comparatively probably, inexpensive pilot. Hate to say it, but life is cheap in Star Wars. Incredibly cheap.
Roger that. Holding for maximum
Man,
firepower.
we blew off the entire left side. And I would say TIE fighters would be cheaper. That's why they switched to them. All for a variety of reasons. But I would say they'd be, credit-wise, yeah. TIE fighters would be cheaper. There's a reason the Empire used slaves instead of droids.
Where'd he go?
Because droids got expensive. And they were worried about rebellion for droids being reprogrammed.
Nowhere to
But yeah, that was a big deal.
Roger that.
When things were too risky, I read this in one of the books. They were like, when things were too risky for their nice droids, they would send in the slaves. How dark side is that?
I can't shake.
Yeah, part of it, I like that. Part of the fact that the galaxy hated droids because of the separatist movement and all the propaganda surrounding it. No one trusts droids in Star Wars, but no one pays attention to them either. Just look at every time, like, an astromech was on board an Imperial ship. Oh yeah, you're just a droid, don't have to worry about you. You're fine.
Group for another attack.
The true hero of Star Wars.
Ready for command, sir.
R2-D2.
Sir,
For
So-
the Empire.
My players have a character
taking hits.
that they managed to recruit after a really good role on the tabletop, and it's this
Squadron standing
Republic-era astromech droid that is like the most gung-ho. It is those. It's the living embodiment of the recruitment videos from like World War II. You know,
About to be
go and fight the
destroyed.
Nazis and
He's
all that
headed your
jazz.
direction.
It is that, basically. It runs around when it's really excited playing the Republic theme, all 8-bit style, which I actually have on the table for my players when he gets super excited. So he's like always gung-ho. He now has a vibro knife that he busts out and he tries to stab it. He thinks that the Empire is like the ongoing separatist movement. It's destroyed the Republic, and so he's like fighting for his little droidy vengeance. It's hilarious.
I've got him.
Such a fun character. I have so much fun with him too. And the fact that the players don't control his actions, right? He's an NPC. He has his own free will, so that basically the GM controls what he does. All right, we've chased you to the ends of the Earth.
It is about time.
The sector. Into the sector. I've already got the gravity well generating. You can see the little icon there on the bottom if you're ever wondering what that little pulsation thing is. I love the fact that this donut ship actually outran our ships. What the hell's going on here? But the fleet has caught back up, come around. And all those ships getting in firing range. We're back into the Clone Wars, so it would seem. All right, that texture doesn't quite hold up at this close zoom in.
Sir,
Dun, 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 dun. Even this fight, you can see the flames coming off of that. What is that? Gladiator? Yeah, it's a gladiator. It's like its bridge is taking a hit. Are we still taking out fighters? Yeah. You can speed up a bit. We've won this battle.
got my approach back here.
The Empire did use droids. They used, let's see, what's chat saying? The Empire did make the TIE droid. The more depends on when you have more of it, resources or people. Yeah, but the TIE droids weren't super prevalent. They weren't like a big deal. And I think, if I remember right, that was more of like personal choice of the commander. He had the opportunity to build a ton of them, and to like, his whole thing was automation, if I remember right. So he did that. It's like Thrawn not liking capital ships.
Construction complete.
A person with enough weight
Complete.
behind him was like, nah, screw
On
that.
our
I'm gonna
way.
do it this way. Or Kota not having
Beginning
clones under his
construction.
command in the Republic. Oh, you're already building. So where's my space station? Bestine, let me get another
Construction
space station on
complete.
you. And let's go ahead. Oh, you're building up another station. Yeah, we'll wait. Oh, wait. We should probably start assigning out ships. This fleet's a bit too big for its bridges. Let's send another Star Destroyer, a couple of patrol ships. Maybe a Venator. And you're going to be a border defense unit. And we're going to send you over to Rindil to pick up a Star Destroyer en route. And then we'll send you to Corellia.
Construction complete.
Because Cato de Moidia has been lost. Or maybe we didn't take it? No, we didn't take it. We went up and around this direction.
Construction complete.
Onderon,
Building started.
you're getting your space station. Hapes.
Constructing.
Hapes Consortium is kind of taking
Building
a pounding.
started. Construction complete.
Updates and optimization. I can get the game now runs without what? Computer freezing up? Nice. Glad to hear that. I mean, definitely, if anybody remembers the first release of this mod, it was... Oh, I never took Cato de Moidia. It's owned by the Separatists.
Complete.
Or the,
Coming around.
Black Sun. Crime organizations. Yes, we're building it. Mwah. We got any new capital ships? Ooh, hello. The Eclipse. 200. Oh, man. All right, that's going to take some doing. Where do they build the SSDs? I thought it was quad. Am I nuts? Is it not? Are these drones? No, those are TIE hunters. I need, before I build this silly thing, I want to get, this is the Star Dreadnought. I want the Executor. How do I get, I think I have to upgrade someone, don't I?
Enemy fleet approaching.
Build it. Everybody's like, build it in chat. They're all flipping their shit right now. Oh man, I didn't see where's that fleet coming in? Oh, look at our money drop like a rock. It's gonna take some doing. Stream. We have to wait until the arc hammer's finished.
Construction complete.
Before we build the multi-million credit, you know, Eclipse. We should move the Emperor to Fondor and lower these prices. Mimban? Oh, hi. You thought you could take Mimban from us. This poor world. It's gone through so much shit. They got a Dauntless in there. I wonder what the Dauntless's strength is. I mean, I know it's kind of tanky, but I don't know. Like, what are its firing arcs? Is it ion based? Is it just heavy cannon based? Does it have missiles?
Form up.
I guess we'll find out. It also shows up on it's large enough to show up on the map even when you're not in sensor range.
Cruiser here. Location confirmed.
Alright, moving forward. It's broadsides with heavy cannons. Oh, yeah. I think you're right. I think it's got like almost no weapons forward and it only shoots port and starboard. So its best bet to fight it would be stick on one side.
Destroyer here.
So it can't bring all of its guns to bear.
Coming around.
Let's do that. I'll bring an interceptor squadron forward as well to get a little bit of a scout going.
Frequency open.
Interceptors. Since I have them. Not sure who launched you. Why is your fleet leader not an interceptor?
The enemy is
That's
approaching.
weird. All right, no spoilers, but if you haven't watched The Mandalorian yet and you have the opportunity, it is the best thing that's come out of Star Wars.
Commencing attack run.
No, that's where the sentence ends. I freaking love it. All right, maybe not the original movies. Probably A New Hope still takes the spot as the best thing that's ever come out of Star Wars. I will fight you.
Form up.
You don't get more classic than that. But Mandalorian, oh my god.
Enemy ships.
It's so good.
Advancing.
All right, stay on this side. All ships, hold your position. Give them the good news. All fighters, make your run. Except for you TIEs. I would really like to just have, TIE fighters, please. Engage.
On target.
The rest of you.
The lasers are our
he's so
target.
done. He's so screwed. Trying to get a good angle. No, he's outrunning us.
Star Destroyer standing by.
I love that in the movie, in the original movie, they describe Star Destroyers as being these, like, fast things, not these slow bulk cruisers. It's like, what are you comparing them to? Like a bulk cruiser? Okay, maybe. And they're, like, chasing the Falcon around. They just don't come across as that. He got away? The Quasar didn't. Better run, rebels. Better run. Coming for Bothawa next. Not with this fleet, I'm not. They don't have it. They don't have the... We have to expand our territory by such a huge amount if we're gonna build that that Super Star Destroyer. That Star Dreadnought, excuse me. There is a difference. It's massive. Shadow Walker 232, thank you for all of the bits. I appreciate it. It says Grand Moff Shack. This is General Shadow Walker. I've reviewed all the intelligence reports of the 5 closest sectors for the last 3 years and have only one thing to report. Gonk. Gonk. I feel like that transmission was garbled. And auto-resolve.
System control achieved.
So I'm thinking about getting back into Star Wars Galaxies and doing some community events again. For fun. I don't know what they're gonna be. I want to contact, probably do Legends. I have a contact at least with them. I've chatted with them back and forth, and they're one of their community managers. So if they're down for doing some stuff, that could be a lot of fun. If you guys are down for that, coming soon, let me know in the comments here. Cause yeah, it's the only game that we can all play. Star Wars game that we can all really get into as a community and play. I keep thinking, like, what do we have? And EA and Disney's kind of failed us on this. There's nothing that really plays to the scale of this community, in the least, that we can all get in and be like, community game night, let's do it. Like, you can get into, we've had some fun in PlanetSide, but because that can hold the numbers, almost. We actually maxed the server last time we played it. Anybody remember that? Or people couldn't get into our faction anymore. We couldn't get the whole group in. But it was, like, large enough. We had 2 platoons, I want to think, or somewhere around there. There's a video on it if you guys are interested. From the before times. Infinity Battlescape? Well, yeah. I mean, there are a few games out there, obviously. Very few Star Wars games. None. Galaxies, which was shut down officially when KOTOR was announced and EA got a hold of the license. I think we're gonna keep pushing through here. It looks like the rebels have pulled their forces out. I don't know to where. I'd like to move Thrawn's back. I'm gonna move Thrawn to the border world.
Of course.
If it gets attacked, I am gonna fall back. Man, I really wanna send you some reinforcements so we don't lose Mike here. Start taking over like this Outer Rim, Molinus and Mygeeto and all that. Then maybe head for the Namadi Corridor, which is really not represented at all on this map, except for Ilum. Head out toward Tat, maybe? Christophsis. This is proper Clone Wars campaign territory right there. Christophsis, Ryloth, Geonosis, Tatooine. Yeah. All right, everybody watching over on the YouTube space. I'm going to end this here as we're already almost an hour in. If you're enjoying this series, a look at all of the starships in the remake mod, let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see the Rebel version. I'm probably going to do that one next. I look forward to reading the comments on this. Always a good time talking Star Wars lore with all of you. Happy New Year. It is the 2nd as of recording this. I hope you all have a great new year, and I'll see you in the next one. Later, everybody.